up, guys? Jason at Breakpoint. Today we're making Spanish rice, so stay tuned, and you too will be able to make Spanish rice. All right, guys. Today we're gonna make Spanish rice. We're gonna put some cumin, paprika. I got some garlic powder, some onion powder, and I got some Mexican stew canned tomatoes here. I chopped up an onion already, as you can see. It's just a medium onion. And I went ahead and minced some fresh garlic as well. Have my rice right here. Now we're gonna have to go over to the stove because we're gonna have to brown this rice up. So see you there. All right, guys, my pan's heating up. I'm gonna put some lard in here. That's what I'm using for my oil. Get that nice and happy. Now we're not trying to burn the rice. We need to brown it. So I'm going to turn that down to medium heat. And I'm going to make about 3 cups of rice today. So just add my rice in there. You don't have to worry about rinsing your rice when you're making Spanish rice. You're just going to brown it up. Now this process is kind of tedious, but you have to bear with it. Now as I'm going to brown the rice, I'm going to throw in my onions and my garlic, but not at the same time. Garlic will go in last, of course, because you know it doesn't take that long to cook garlic. Only need about 30 seconds on the garlic. So onions will be nice and cooked time this rice is brown. I recommend using a medium heat when you first start out so you don't burn your rice. When you get the hang of it, you can turn it up. And the key is, don't be on your phone. Don't walk away, because you will burn your rice and no one wants to eat that. But as long as you're standing guard, and depending on how your pan is, you'll be okay. So while that's cooking, I'm going to come grab my spices, because I like to throw my spices in and let them get incorporated good when I'm browning all this up. And sweat those onions. Pan still needs to be a little bit hotter. I'm going to let this simmer for a second as I get these spices ready, and you'll see the recipe will be in the description below. So don't worry about that. We'll be back in a minute. All right, this has been cooking for a few minutes only. And typically it's going to take you about 20 minutes to brown your rice, guys. 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So it's not a fast process because we're not trying to burn anything. As you can see, the onions are already sweating down. They're getting translucent. And I don't have hardly any browning yet on this rice. So we'll be back. Just have patience with this, and it's going to turn out just great. Okay, folks, as you can see, this is about maybe 8-9 minutes into it. We're starting to get some tan color in here. So we don't have bright rice anymore. It's starting to turn. So we're going to let this baby go for another 5 to 10 minutes, depending on my heat here on the stove. Something that you need to be, not worry too much about. But like I said, you don't want black rice. You don't want to burn it. It needs to be a tan color. And when we're done, we'll come back. Also, why this is going, I took my stewed tomatoes and I took my stick blender. You can put it in a regular blender, and I blended it up, and I added 2 cubes of chicken bouillon to it. Okay, so you don't have to worry about salting this because the bouillon has a lot of salt already. So that's ready to go. As I was as I've been frying this, darken this rice up. So that's some off stuff you can do. And then as you can see, I got my spices ready right here. They're all ready to go. And in the end here, in the last couple minutes, I'll throw that in and incorporate it. And when it gets a little bit more to my liking of color, and you just want to spread it around and let it cook. I got my heat on medium high right now. I could crank it up, but I don't want to burn it myself, so I'm just going to be patient with it, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, folks, as you can see, the rice is now turning this brown color that we want. And at this point, it's been going for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to add in my garlic. Get that going. I'm going to throw in my spices. We'll cook this garlic. And we'll keep on mixing, and we're going to get those ingredients in. Now, when you do this, of course, the garlic aroma just hit the air. Smells so beautiful. And we got the cumin and onion powder and garlic powder, some paprika, and the smells are just going crazy. It smells so good. Okay, so the garlic is cooked. Now I'm going to add in my tomato. So I had a can of tomato right here, the stew can. I blended it, and I added some bouillon to it, some cubes, 2 of them, and a can of water so I could easily blend the stewed tomatoes. In goes the tomatoes with the bouillon. We're gonna mix all that. Let it get nice and happy. Now I'm gonna turn my heat down to a simmer. I'm gonna put a lid on it. Maybe a little bit of some fresh pepper. Crack some pepper in there. And if you want a little bit more water, go ahead at this point. I just added a splash because I can see that I have enough water in here. Give that a good mix. Make sure your rice is drenched in this tomato sauce that we got going on. Now we're just gonna lid it. I'm gonna put a lid on there. See how it's simmering, folks? That's what you want. And we're gonna check on it in 10 minutes, so we'll be back. It's done. It's ready. It's ready to eat. So we're going to plate it up with our dinner, and we'll see you after a while. All right, guys. It's all done. It's all plated up. Now, you know how we do this. We have to taste it, right? So let's just give this a whirl. Mmm. Everything will be down in the description, the links below. Boy, this is good. Try the rice.